channel. Today is not going to be a long video because I'm kind of tired still, but I wanted to give everybody an update on what's going on with Jewel. Um, so, as you see by the title, we're going to be talking about COVID-19. So this started a little about a week and a half ago. I was just experiencing a headache, a sinus headache, I thought, because it felt like any other sinus headache I had ever had. I had the pressure in my eyes. I, had the congestion in my nose, and just really thought it was a sinus headache. As the weekend came towards, I did start having a little bit of a sore throat. But once again, I thought it was just like my sinuses, and it does usually drain into my ears. So usually when I have a sinus infection, I also have a sore throat. So I started to self-medicate, and just was roughing it out. Didn't have no temperature or anything because like you guys, most of you know, I'm a nurse. So I've been checking my temperature and everything, and I didn't have a temperature at the time. So I just chopped it up to, like another sinus infection. I have them quite often. It's not unusual for me to have sinus headaches and a sore throat, that's just one of the things that I have. Anyway, what made me know that there was something different going on was I was in the shower and I was using my body wash and I couldn't smell it. Now, let me give you a little background. I love Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, any type of smell good. Like, that is my thing. I love, love, love to smell good. I love candles and plug-ins and all that type of stuff. And if you go to any of those places, even their mildest scent is loud. Their vanilla, it has a very powerful vanilla smell. It's not really mild at all. But I did I purchased some Bath and Body Works, some new Bath and Body Works. They had their semi-annual sale. So I bought some new scents, and I bought my daughter, even my husband, some stuff. And my daughter kind of broke out with it, so I took that body wash, and I happened to use that one that day. So I smell like a little bit, maybe. I thought I smelled like a faint scent of it when I put it really, really close to my nose and like breathed in really hard. I thought I felt a faint smell, but I wasn't sure. And since this was a new scent, I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is a milder scent. I couldn't remember, y'all, because I bought over $100 worth of stuff and didn't remember the different smells because I still have stuff, that I had previously been using. So just that particular day, I wanted to try this body wash because it was like Boardwalk Taffy or something like that. And so I was like, babe, come here. And I had him smell it. And he was like, I can kind of smell it. Now, my husband has chronic sinusitis, just period. He's always congested. So he may not have been the best person for me to smell the scent. But I wanted to make sure I wasn't going crazy. So he said he smelled it a little bit. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is a milder scent. I did buy this for the girls. So, maybe this is a milder scent. So I finished taking my shower. Hold on just a second. Let me drink some of this. It's Canadian Dry, guys. So I finished taking my shower, and I put my lotion on. Now, the lotion that I use is the lotion that I always use, and I know it's strong because I use it all the time, and I could not smell it as I was putting it on my body. I'm like, this was Sunday. I'm like, I do not smell my lotion. Like, what's going on? I mean, like, deep breaths. So once again, I asked my husband, I said, babe, smell it. He said he smelled it this time. So I'm like, okay, let me smell your cologne that I just bought, because I knew that was strong, because I just bought that, and I remembered that smell because I loved it. Couldn't smell that. Final thing I decided to smell to make sure I wasn't going crazy and that my scent was truly gone was fingernail polish remover. And girls, y'all know that stuff is strong. It's very, very, very strong. So I couldn't smell it. And I asked my husband to smell it just because I'm like, I haven't really done my nails and stuff in a long time. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is old. I don't know if it loses scent when it's old, but let's see. So he smelled it, y'all, and his eyes started watering and he coughing and and everything. So I'm like, okay, yeah, something's wrong here. So as I told you guys, it was a Sunday, and I lost my sense of smell. So I was like, I need to go to urgent care and get tested because I've had sinus infections forever, and I've never lost my sense of smell ever. Um, so that Monday, my husband took me to an urgent care, and once we actually got to see before we actually got to see the doctor, I was talking to the nurse, and I was telling her, like, I've lost my sense of smell. And she's like, well, it could be this, it could be that. Sometimes if you do have a sinus infection, it'll cause you to lose smell. If you have a severe cold, it can cause you, like, all these different things. And I was just like, yeah, I've had all those different things, and I've never lost my sense of smell. And it's kind of ironic that with everything going on, I'm losing my sense of smell. So I was like, do you guys have any smelling salts? And for those of you who don't know, smelling salts are what we use to wake people up. If they're about to faint, if they've already fainted, boxers use it when they start getting a little delirious and about to pass out. It's very, very strong. And so she went to get some for me so I could do it. Now, I've never done it on myself before, obviously, and I've never had it done on myself. So I didn't know how potent this stuff was. But I knew it was potent to the point that if I truly lost my sense of smell, couldn't smell it, then most likely I had COVID-19. So she got the smelling salts, and she was like, pop it in front of your nose and smell it. So I popped it, and I smelled it, and I was like, and I took like several deep breaths, and I could not smell anything. She was like, you don't smell it? And I was like, no, like maybe you gave me a faulty one. You smell it. So she took a whiff of it, y'all, and she about fell back into the garbage can. She was like, she's like, you can't, I'm like, I cannot smell it. Like, she was like, it is super strong. Her eyes is watering, and she coughing, and like, she told my husband, like, here, smell it. And he was like, no, I don't want to smell it. But she kind of brought it close to him, and he said he smelled it even from the far distance that she had from him. And she threw it away, and she was like, yeah, you really lost your sense of smell. And she's like, every time she opened a garbage can, she was like, woo, it's strong. And like, I'm not smelling the thing. So at that point, you guys, I kind of figured that I had COVID-19. And let me tell y'all, I was nervous, because once again, I'm a nurse. And even if you're not a nurse, you're seeing all this stuff on the news about COVID-19 and all these people dying from having COVID-19, and I'm just like, man, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? Um, and so the doctor comes in, and he's talking to me, asking me about my symptoms, and I'm telling him, like, really my main symptom was the loss of smell, and that I told him previously that I did have a headache, which I still had the headache that day, and that I had a sore throat. Well, he said headaches and sore throats, of course, are also signs of COVID. But like I said, it felt like a sinus headache. I had the pressure in the back of my eyes like you do with a sinus headache. And so it didn't feel anything different to me to make me feel like at that point that I had COVID until I lost my sense of smell. So he prescribed me an antibiotic. He prescribed me some medication that helps open up your lungs. And he prescribed me some Flonase. And so I got home that day, and like I said, I still didn't have a sense of smell, but I could taste my food and everything. It tasted different. I don't know how to explain that. Like nothing tastes the same, but I still had taste. But as the days progressed, y'all, not only did I lose my sense of smell, I couldn't taste nothing. I'm like, God, why hast thou forsaken me? Because y'all know me. I love to eat. I love to cook. I could deal with not smelling the food, but let me taste it. It was gone, y'all. I started being really, really weak, really, really fatigued, and didn't have a taste. Like, I still was hungry, though. Like, my hunger, y'all, didn't disappear. But I didn't want to eat because nothing tasted right. Everything tasted weird. So I was really drinking a lot, and I would try to get stuff to, try to, eat, but it was just kind of like no point for me because I don't. I enjoy food, and so if I don't enjoy it, I just really didn't want it. So I kind of had to make myself eat, you guys. And I've already lost over 9 pounds. Well, 9 pounds now, 9 point something pounds, in like a week and a half, just because I haven't really had an appetite. And I'm really still extremely exhausted, y'all. Like, just going to the bathroom and back to my bed is exhausting. Like, um, I took a shower yesterday and I thought I was going to pass out. I had to call for my husband because, that particular day, like, I've been taking showers, but that particular day, I just could not. Like, it just got 10 times worse. Like, I could not even breathe. I had to sit down on the floor soaking wet, like, to try to catch my breath. And I haven't had any respiratory issues, um, besides the stuff, congestion. I haven't had, like, any breathing problems or anything, so that really freaked me out. Just not even being able to take a shower without being extremely exhausted. Um, so I'm in my room right now, you guys. I've been self quarantining in my room. My husband's got me a cooler and Lunchables and all kind of stuff, and he comes in with his mask and the disinfectant spray, to keep me, sanitized and everything, and well, to keep himself from getting COVID or whatever. Um, so my headache has gone away, thank God, because I mean that headache was like unrelenting. At some points, I felt like my head was about to explode. You guys, it was so bad. Um, but for the most part, I'm starting to get better. The highest temperature I had was 100 degrees even. Um, and that was like for one day. It's mainly been between 99 and 100. I usually range at like 97.7 to maybe 98.2. That's my normal temp, and I know that because we've been having to take our temperature every single day when we go to work. And I've been taking mine every day anyway because I go to work and I'm in a healthcare setting. So my temperature, like I said, normally ranges between 97 and 98. Um, and since I've had COVID, it's been more in the 99s. And like I said, 100 was the highest. So, you guys, I don't know how I got it. Honestly, I don't. I wear my mask everywhere. Um, I wash my hands all the time. Nobody else in my immediate family, my husband or kids, have been affected, and we've been the same places. Only place I've been to is work, and we have to wear a mask and stuff at work, too. So I just really don't know where I got it from. The only time I don't wear masks is when I'm around my family. And as I said, no one else in my family that I know of has COVID, unless they're asymptomatic and we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, um, what I can say to you guys is keep wearing your mask, keep washing your hands. Um, I mean, at this point, I don't know how much we can do to avoid it, but I mean, I'm not going to say stop doing anything. I want you to keep washing your hands, keep social distancing, and all of that stuff. And I would even go as far as even when you at home, if you're nervous about it. One thing I thank God for is that I got this version of it. My husband looked it up. I'm O positive, and it was saying on the internet that most people with O positive have this version of it. I don't know how true that is, you guys, but it was true in my case. It's a very mild version. The worst thing, like I said, that I've had is the extreme fatigue and not being able to taste my foods. At this point, I'm like a week and a half in. I still have lost my sense of smell. Still can't smell anything. My taste has came back a little bit to the first point where I told you that I can taste food, but it just doesn't taste the same. So that's pretty much back. But I'm always hot, and anybody knows me knows that I'm always cold. I'm like always cold, always got a blanket. But here I'm always hot, even though I don't have a temperature. Just like always hot, y'all. And I feel like throwing this wig off, but if I take this wig off, y'all probably scream because I look a hot mess up underneath this wig. So I'm gonna cut this video off, but I just want to thank everybody for their prayers, their continued prayers. I just want to thank everybody for checking on me, reaching out, texting, calling. My family, my friends, and my coworkers. I appreciate you guys. Just keep praying for me. I'm ready for this to be over with because I want to go outside. I want to go outside. I want to go back to work, y'all. For real, I want to go back to work. I wanna hug my kids. That's been another hard part, man. Like FaceTiming my babies, and they've been wanting hugs and kisses, and I've been wanting hugs and kisses, and haven't been able to do so, y'all. So, just keep me in your prayers that this hurry is up and goes through my system so that I can get back to work and get back to my family and get back to knocking out these banger videos for you guys. I probably won't be on tomorrow. I'll probably have my husband do another vegan video. He's been going to different restaurants. I think he's going to do a mellow mushroom tomorrow for you guys, a vegan option for those who's out there trying to do vegan recipes. But like I said, thank you guys. Please make sure you tell your friends, your families, your neighbors, your co-workers, everybody you know what your girl Jewel is doing over at this channel. And I will see you guys hopefully next week with some banger videos. All right, love you guys. Bye.